One of the first principles is called the principle of degrees of being. And it states that a thing is perfect to the degree that it is in act, and imperfect insofar as it is in potency. Now, we intuitively understand this, that a thing is perfect because it actually has the existence of the thing that should be there. So, for example, the glass that is empty, if we want to drink from it, is imperfect. Even though the glass itself may be perfect, containing all those things that are necessary for it, but insofar as we're talking about it as something in which I want to be able to drink out of, well, it's imperfect if it doesn't have anything in it. It would be perfect if it was filled to a certain level. And we'll have people actually fill our glass, and once it gets to the level that is the actual existence of the amount of water that we want in there, we'll say that's perfect. Okay, and so we even our language even kind of portrays this. But a thing is perfect to the degree that it is in act, and it's imperfect insofar as it's not in act, or that it's in potency, is important for us to realize because of the fact that this means that, for example, people who are young are imperfect when it comes to certain perfections. That is, they have, for example, a child who's 5. While they might be have no difficulties, they might be a normal human being. They might have have all their fingers and everything like that. Nevertheless, they're imperfect, according to like Aristotle, because they haven't reached the use of reason yet, which is the perfection of human beings. And so this is important for us to realize that a thing is perfect insofar as what exists that should exist in the relationship of the thing, or even if it doesn't necessarily have to exist, we can, for example, I can receive a particular perfection of, say, I'm wearing a cassock right now, but I could receive another piece of clothing, and that might be even more perfect than a cassock. Say it's like a bishop's cassock or something like that. That type of thing would be a greater perfection, even though as a priest I shouldn't be wearing a bishop's cassock. But the point being is that the perfection of that particular thing is that we actually have the thing. So, and this is important because this is an indicator above all things, as we'll see much later in the series, that the fact of the matter is that things aren't equal. And we know this intuitively. We know this by just looking at things, that things aren't equal because some things actually have perfections that other things do not have. And so not everything is equal. This degrees of being is also important because it also means things like animals, because they do not have use of reason, do not have the same degree of perfection. They're not perfect like human beings are. Now, I'm not saying human beings are perfect morally. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying perfect in the sense of having the use of reason. Animals don't have that. And so it's an indicator that there's a disparity in created order based upon how much that is, how much existence of a thing that something has.